Hello everybody, I hope you guys are all doing well. So we're doing another requested reading today, and this time the comment is, I would love to see a reading on the spirit of America. Is there any hope of Americans coming together and this hatred based on politics going away? I miss being a proud American. I am ashamed of what we have become in the eyes of the world. Okay, so let's see, what can Americans expect in the future? Will this polarization end? Okay, so on this side we have America, United States, and here we have the external influences. Okay. The Three of Pentacles, guidance, teamwork. The Page of Pentacles, adventure. The Ace of Pentacles, maturity. And then on top, the Seven of Cups, projections. Let's see this. The outside influences, Two of Pentacles, moment to moment. Five of Pentacles, the outsiders. The Magician, existence, and the Three of Cups, celebration. Alright, so from outside influences, there is this with the Magician, and it's the only major arcana we have here on this spread. So this is about manipulation, and we can clearly see how this polarization that we're seeing now, it's all over the world, but especially in the United States, it didn't just come out of the blue. It was designed. They exploited the problems that were already there. They didn't invent them, but they exploited them and made them bigger. And every country has problems, any society has problems, but when you have a bad actor involved in with the active measures in all types of techniques and operations to destabilize and destroy the American society. So when you have this combined with now the social media, which is like a bomb that was just detonated on Americans. So because we have the major arcana card here, it means that this is the main energy, this is the main reason. And as long as you're gonna have these enemies here, as long as you're gonna have these bad actors that will employ these dirty tactics and techniques, now with the help of social media, it's gonna be really hard, because we have here on top the projections, the manipulation, the lies, and we have all this young energy here, the Page of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. This is new. This is something new that we're dealing with. This is a new kind of weapon. So we need to adapt to this. And see, this card is about learning and growing. This Page of Pentacles is like a child going off into the world, into the wilderness. It's kind of like it's innocent. It doesn't know much. It's just a child. It's curiosity to explore. So these are, this is the energy it's easy to manipulate. It's easy to manipulate a child. And we need to grow with this maturity. We need to learn from these experiences and adapt to this new type of situation. So on this side, for the outside elements, outside influences, as I said, we have the magician, which is the manipulator, the one who has power, who controls, and they are acting out of lack. With this Five of Pentacles, the outsider. It's the Russians. They're pissed off. They no longer have the USSR, and they want to regain, with this Two of Pentacles, moment to moment, to regain a balance, the power. And they're celebrating because this has been a success. So we can't address the Americans coming together and ending this hatred based on politics and the polarization that is happening in the society without acknowledging this, the cause of this. I mean, as I said, the problems were already there, but they were made worse and exploited and turned into what we all have now. So I think it's safe to conclude that America lost the Cold War. They thought that they have won it once the USSR disintegrated, but no, it kept going, and now it proves that the Russians have been working and destroying the West all these years. Russians have succeeded because now Trump broke the alliances that the United States had with his former allies and completely destabilized the global order. And I'm telling you guys, what Trump has done cannot be undone. I mean, there were already some countries like France and that they were already skeptical about United States, and that they always said that we shouldn't rely on them. The rest of us, no, we should rely on them. And now, because of Trump, things will change. Things will shift, at least when it comes to alliances. United States will not have the same trust it had before, even if you get rid of Trump. So this type of damage cannot be undone. I don't know, maybe people don't realize it yet. Don't realize how United States benefited from the world order that was created after the Second World War. So Trump now taking United States on the path of isolation is not good for Americans, and it's not good for the rest of the world neither. It only benefits the likes of China, the likes of Russia, and all these authoritarian assholes. So here for America, with the Three of Pentacles, the guidance is about teamwork, working together, learning how to work towards a common goal and learn from the mistakes, because the child, as it ventures into the world, is bound to make some mistakes, but the important thing is that you learn from them, mature, and recognize the enemy. Recognize that this is not just an inside thing, it's just Americans. No, you have been manipulated. You have been brought to this stage by these bad actors. They have used, yes, the problems that you had and used everything against you. So until the Americans as a whole, as a collective recognizes this, that this is the problem, this is an issue, and they need to fight back. Because if you don't fight back, even if you get rid of Trump, it's going to continue. America and the whole West is under attack by these bad actors that they're set to destroy us, because they themselves are on the verge of collapse. They themselves are like locked outside in lack. They just want destruction. So as a conclusion from this is that Americans need to work together to learn and grow from this experience. Understand that with the Seven of Cups, the projections, that there's always going to be this risk, this vulnerability of people being manipulated by these outside forces. So that's what I'm seeing in this card. Yes, you can learn and grow and evolve from this and work together, but you need to recognize the causes and the vulnerability, because we have the Seven of Cups on top as the outcome. So there's this risk in the future for the same type of manipulation tactic, for the same type of hybrid warfare that has been unleashed upon the West. Yeah, so that's what I'm getting from these cards. I'm not seeing people necessarily coming together and being fine. I'm seeing continuous risk, and I'm seeing this energy of the magician, the manipulator. But let's do another one, and let's use these cards, and let's ask, what are the chances that Americans will come together? What needs to happen? What needs to be done for Americans to heal this divide and move forward? Okay, so we have the same positions. This is United States and the outside influences. Let's see, in the United States, again, the Seven of Cups. So we had it here. So this needs to be addressed. This is very important. The Ten of Wands, a difficult task. The Temperance, okay, that's good. And the Ace of Pentacles, we had it here, now we have it here. So this was the maturity. So let's see the other cards. The outside influences. We have the Death card, the Knight of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. Alright, so here on the outside energies, we have the Death card. This is like an ending. It can actually represent a literal death. Maybe Putin kicks the bucket. It's a possibility. And with this Knight of Wands, this is a very bellicose energy, very aggressive and warlike. So there's this death linked to this. It's an end. So maybe in the future we can look at something like this. And this might help the United States to regain control. And again, we have the Seven of Cups here. So this means this is high danger for manipulation. And this being cups is also the emotional manipulation of people. And this is a very difficult task. It's not going to be easy to get out of this. But there is a chance. And here we have a major arcana as well. Temperance is about control, regaining control. You're not going to regain control with Trump and his administration and his people at the leadership of United States. You need responsible people that are able to bring back control, to recognize the danger and to take measures. But yeah, so I'm seeing it is a possibility for America, a good chance to learn and grow from this with this Ace of Pentacles. This has like a new energy. This is a new type of warfare that needs to be acknowledged. It needs to be seen, because if you don't, how are you going to fight against it? How are you going to protect yourself? So we shouldn't underestimate Russia. We have underestimated them all these years, and look what they have done to us in our societies. Like, what's the point if America has those big shiny weapons and the biggest and strongest military in the world, if you elect someone who's gonna just bow down to the enemy. They don't need these weapons. Like Russia doesn't have those type of weapons. They have rusty World War II old weapons. They don't take care, even the nuclear weapons, they don't take care of them. It's expensive to take care of nuclear weapons. I'm pretty sure if they try to fire something, they're gonna explode in their faces, as it happens with the Sarmat rocket or whatever it was, and many times they've done exercises and it exploded because they're corrupt and they're not taking care. They don't put in the money to actually professionally and properly take care of the weapons there. So Russia can rely on other tactics to defeat the enemy. They cannot rely on the military strength and weapons. I mean, they can rely on the numbers. They have a lot of people to throw in the meat grinder, but their most effective weapon is in the information space, and it's in this process of demoralization. I already told you guys about Yuri Bezmenov, the guy who was part of the KGB and fled to United States and Canada and exposed their plan to destroy the West. And it's right now it's going according to the plan with minor modifications, but they've never stopped fighting against United States and the West. The Cold War never stopped. And it was a mistake for us to think that it did. It was a mistake for us to think that we've won the Cold War. Yeah, so anyways, so this is the risk. There is a constant risk, and it's gonna be difficult to manage, but there is a chance. There is this potential in the future for more responsible people, for more competent people to come into the leadership and restore balance. It is a good, it's difficult, but there is a good shot for this happening. But this needs to be acknowledged. Like, they need to acknowledge who the enemy is. They have made you turn against each other. They have made you hate each other. And yes, you can judge them for being stupid or whatever, but this wouldn't have happened without Russia. And I could see this more clear because it also happened here in Romania, and here it was sudden. So just after one day, people got polarized. People started to fight each other. Families started to fight because a group of idiots decided that there's the Messiah, the guy that was supported by Russia. So I can see how easily this can happen in a society. So this is their work. We have been attacked, and they have used the low IQ of our societies, the people who cannot think critically. They targeted them. They told them what they want to hear. And it's easy to destabilize a society like this. This is actually genius. Is the smartest weapon that was ever used. You don't need to fire a bullet. I mean, they spent a lot of money. Russia spent a lot of money, huge amounts of money in this type of hybrid warfare operations. Much more than they had spent on the military. So the main thing that we need to do is wake up. See the reality, see what's happening, and learn ways to defend ourselves and our societies for this type of aggression. Yeah, so this is what I could see in these cards. You see, this appeared in both spreads. These cards appeared. The Seven of Cups. I'm kind of seeing the bamboozling energy here. Manipulation, it was called the projections in the other card. And the Ace of Pentacles. It's a new type of warfare, a new situation that we have to adapt to. Okay, so this was the reading for today. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for all your support. I appreciate all of you, and I'll see you guys soon. Take care and have a beautiful day. Bye bye.